Giants pick 5th. Julian says they need some help in the O-line and at corner. On the DraftKings Sportsbook, all the team draft specials are up. Giants are minus 120 to take an offensive lineman. Is that the bet, Pearce?
Yeah, that's always the bet. I'm always for drafting an offensive lineman, although they did just draft an offensive lineman in 2020. Didn't work out very well for them. But then again, what Giants draft pick really is working out? Kadarius Toney, that didn't really work out very well. Daniel Jones, that didn't really work out very well. I'd argue that Saquon Barkley hasn't really worked out very well either. And I'm sure people say, oh, well, they got injured. Well, they got injured. I don't know what to tell you. Those draft picks are not working out. But maybe if they add another offensive lineman, maybe that'll improve Barkley. Maybe that'll improve Jones. Maybe that'll improve Kadarius Toney. And one last thing about these players waking up and deciding they want to be traded. This is a terrible precedent that in the NFL now you can just wake up and all of a sudden say, I want to be traded. And then 2 hours later, you're on a new team. I don't think that's going to be a good thing moving forward.
How is it a terrible precedent? It's an amazing precedent for us.
Time out. How long has the NFL been run by the owners? I mean, thank goodness there are players out there that are speaking out and saying, hey, we want out. They're the ones on the field. They're the ones getting hit. They're the ones putting their life on the line, like literally. So when the owners are getting away with highway robbery for these players, speak up. I'm always going to side with the players. Get your money. Speak up.
Dude,
I'm team owner.
Oh my God, you would be, because look at you. You dress like an owner every day on this show. Give me absolute chaos. Jeff, Pearce did. Jeff, Pearce did mention like Daniel Jones hasn't worked out, so maybe you like a long shot here, plus 1,400 for the Giants to pick a quarterback as their first pick.
I just don't think. I mean, look, it's the Giants, so they if there's any team that's gonna get roped in and maybe just do something crazy, the Giants are definitely up there. They have the 2 picks inside the top 10. Maybe they get enamored with Malik Willis or Desmond Ridder or something like that. I just don't think it's a deep enough draft class for the Giants to give up on Daniel Jones here. I mean, I think if there was enough talent here, it would be fine to do that. But I think the more likely scenario is the Giants, they go in and they just say, we're doing everything we can to protect Daniel Jones. And they take at least one O lineman there. Evan O'Neal, obviously, Evan Neal, not O'Neal. I just added the O for my own personal benefit. Evan Neal is definitely going to be someone they have an eye on there if he drops. The Giants could also be a landing spot for Kayvon Thibodeau if he drops as well. I think edge is the other place, and rusher is the other place that the Giants will look to go on. I know the odds are big, but I'm not going to take that bet with the Giants looking at quarterback.
I mean, Reid, with them having the 7th pick as well, how tough of a bet is this because they have 2 selections so close to each other? I
don't think it's tough at all. I think, Pearce harkening back to the 1920s football offensive line, toe kicking field goals by quarterbacks with the upright stands in the middle of the touch, like the TV zone. I guess that's what we're going to, but he's right. I think you never are, especially in this draft, there's a handful of guys that can go in the top 10 that are solid prospects, right? Evan Neal, the tackle out of Alabama, being one of them. He's 6'7", 350, but moves like a svelte 300-pounder. That's a big difference, right? When you get 50 pounds, when you're that heavy. So, and he only allowed 1 pressure in the entire 2020 playoffs. And when you talk about someone like Daniel Jones, and one thing about Kadarius Toney, Pearce, it's only been 1 year. The guy was injured too. So you got to give these guys some leeway to see if they're going to work out. But granted, like these guys have said, it's the Giants. They have a history of not making things work out. That's what scares you. But I do think it's offensive line. They'd be silly to stretch on someone like Sauce Gardner. I think he's still going to be there the 7th round. I'll get to that in a little bit.